Yes, me. 30 inches, 30 inches, 30, 30, 30 inches, 30 inches, 30 inches, 30 inches.
Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. Vixen and Blitzen and all his reindeers pulling on the rein.
Hey y'all, what's up? What to do? It's me. Hey boo, welcome back to my channel. I didn't do my original intro because I forgot to record it, so we're gonna do the condensed version. But yeah, today I'm gonna be showing y'all this bomb install with this bomb 613 wig from CurlymeHair. So this bomb wig is a 30-inch 13x4 frontal wig, and it's 180 density. I'm be showing y'all me plucking it, styling it, dyeing it, washing it, the whole shebang. So let's just get into it. So I'm using the cheap version of the Shimmer Light shampoo. This is just blonde and silver shampoo by Equate. It does the same exact thing and it's cheaper. They didn't have Shimmer Lights at my Walmart. But anyway, I'm using this to take out the brassiness of the wig to not make it so yellow, because I didn't want my wig to be looking super yellow. So I'm just dipping it in the water and then I let it sit for a little bit so it can, you know, take everything in. And then I comb through it with my brush to make sure that it got through everything, since I didn't do the watercolor method for it. So for this dye, I'm using the watercolor method. I'm taking the Adora Sienna Brown shade. That's going to be the lighter one. This goes at the top. And then I took Mocha, also in Adora. And that's going to be at the bottom. So just watch me dip there so you can see how exactly it works. Now this is my very first time doing watercolor method and ombre. So this is just two firsts for me. But it was fairly easy. What you do is you just make sure you put a lot of dye in the water so it takes easier. A lot of people use a bucket, but I just use my sink. It didn't stain my sink, so I wasn't tripping. But yeah. So when you're dipping it for ombre, you want to make sure that you comb through so it gets to every strand of hair, because you don't want to have like random pieces that's still totally blonde or whatever color you were dipping. So make sure you're combing through and you dip more than once, because one dip is definitely not enough, two is not enough, okay? And you want to make sure that it's enough color in your water, because I ended up having to go back off camera and make my water more pigmented so the wig would come out the way it does in the end. So yeah, make sure that you do all of that the very first time instead of having to go back and fix stuff. I mean, it was easy fix, but who wants to have to go back and fix stuff? You just want it to go good the first time. And now I am switching the color. So I made sure I took all the water out of the sink, because if you're going to just put the color in, it's going to mix. It's not going to look right. So obviously you got to change your water. So I'm changing the water out so I can put the mocha color in the water next.
Maki.
So here I am taking some edge wax. I got this from beauty supply store. So yeah, taking that and I'm putting it on the hairline, and then I hot comb the hairline so it's easier for me to pluck. That's just the way I like to pluck. You don't have to do it this way. It's just easier for me to pluck this way. So the way I pluck is pretty self-explanatory. You just gotta make sure that you don't pluck in the same spot. So when you're plucking, you want to make sure that you're moving side to side. Like you pluck in one area and then keep moving to the right if that's the way you're going, or the left if that's the way you're going. So now I am parting the hair into sections so I can straighten it with my Baby Bliss flat iron. I forgot which name it is, but I got it from Sally's and it was $67, way cheaper than the other ones. So yeah, I think it's like 1.5 inch. I'm not sure, but it's pretty thick. It's pretty wide. So yeah, but I actually let the hair air dry because I don't know. I just let it air dry. You can blow dry it if you want to, but I didn't. So yeah, that is what I am doing to the hair now. And I also only had to go through it literally once. I went through it again just because, but I didn't need to if I didn't want to. And for anyone curious about how I flat iron, I take the flat iron and then I follow through with my comb. I'm not sure what the science is behind this, but it just helps it when you're straightening the hair. And do y'all see how bomb this color looks? Like, do y'all see how beautiful it came out? I am so in love. So it is now time to install the wig. Take that bonnet off, and then you're gonna put on your wig cap. I don't pull it over my eyes each time. I just happened to not do it this time because I didn't have no lashes, so I was able to. But you're gonna make sure that you want some better scissors than the one I use, because these ones did nothing for me, but they did the job for the video, so we used them. But yeah, so you're gonna cut the eye holes out so you can see, and then you're gonna cut your ear holes out. So now I'm taking my bold hold lace glue and I am putting one layer of the glue onto the wig cap, just so you know it sticks, instead of using got to be, because got to be doesn't really hold for me. My wig cap always slides off when I use that, so just using the glue.
Maki.
So after you put the glue on, you're gonna wait till it gets, well, I waited till it got clear. So yeah, you're gonna wait that long, wait for it to dry, and then that's when you can start cutting the excess lace, not lace, the excess ball cap. So here I'm using some powder foundation I got from beauty supply store. Forgot what shade it is, but as you can see, this is what it looked like. So yeah, that's what I put on my ball cap, and sometimes I'll use the lace tint as well. I'll either spray it on the ball cap or I'll put it on the brush and mix it in. So now we are ready to put on the wig. Ignore the sound in the background. It's some siren going off. I don't know what they're doing, but anyway. So I'm just tightening the strap in the back, and now I'm taking my lace tint spray and spraying it on the inside of the lace and on the outside a little bit in the front. It's the shade light warm brown, if you're, close to my shade and you've always wondered what lace tint spray looks like. So here you go.
Maki.
So now I am cutting off the ear tabs from the lace. Sometimes I cut off too much hair, but I think this time I actually got it right for once. That's why it took me so long, because I was not trying to mess up this wig. I wanted to do a good, flawless install for y'all. So, yeah.
Hey, Ron.
So now I'm taking my bold hold lace glue again, and I put my lace glue in front of the wig cap, and then I smooth it onto the wig cap instead of putting it like super duper far in front of it. It just depends on how your hairline is, and my hairline is low on the sides only, so that's why I do it that way. So yeah, after you put it on, you're going to smooth it out with whatever tool you can find. I use the back of an eyebrow razor because yeah, it was the closest thing to me, and it seems to work the best for me. So after you smooth it out, you're gonna let it sit for a little minute. I let mine get white, clear for the first coat, and then yeah, you can blow dry it, but I choose to just let mine sit because there's other things I can be doing while it's drying, so that's what I do. So after we let that dry a little bit, I'm now onto my third and final coat. So once you put that coat on, you're gonna let it sit the same amount of time as the other ones. Let it get tacky, and then once it's tacky, that's when you are ready to put your lace on. So when you're putting the lace on, you're gonna want to sit it on the glue and then smooth it out with a comb. It's best to use a rat tail comb, small comb, anything like that, because it's just, I find it grips kind of easier. Like, that makes sense. It grips it. It lets it smooth it out better. So that's why I use a rat tail comb. And after that, I took my elastic band and I put it on my hairline with the lace still on. You don't have to do this, but it's a step that I do sometimes, not every single time. I just did it this time because I noticed that the glue wasn't really holding like it should have been, so I put the elastic band on, and then I ended up going in and putting another coat of glue because I realized I only did 2 instead of 3. So I went back and I put more glue on it so it wasn't lifting. I also forgot to tell y'all that I plucked my middle part as well. That's what I'm doing right here, just plucking a little more so it's more defined. You can obviously see that it's a middle part and it's not just hair parted because that looks weird. So now I am done with letting it sit a little bit, so I'm cutting off the excess lace. We already talked about how my scissors situation, words. So yeah, it took me a little minute to get this lace off, but I got it off. So I cut it in 3 sections just because it was easier that way with my scissors not being great scissors. And when you're cutting your lace, if you don't use an eyebrow razor, make sure when you're cutting with scissors you cut it kind of jagged, because if not, it's gonna look obvious that you have a wig on. Like, we know it's a wig, but we want some people to be like, is that a wig? I don't know, is that her scalp? Like, that's what we're going for. So in these last little clips, it's just me fixing the lace, and like I said, I had to end up going back and putting more glue because I didn't put enough the first time. And I also did my edges off camera because they were giving me a really hard time. If I showed y'all me doing these edges, this video would be 45 minutes long. I kid you not. So I'll do another wig install and show y'all my edges process, but just know in this one, it took a minute, but you see in the end how they ended up turning out, and they ended up being beautiful. So yeah. So yeah, I'm back, y'all, and I finished my hair, edges, did my makeup because I have a photo shoot I'm going to for my birthday. But yeah, so I did my hair. As you can see, I dyed it by myself, watercolor method. This is a 180 density 30-inch 613 wig from CurlymeHair, and I'm in love. Like, yes, me. Get in, wait, get into the 30 inches, 30 inches, 30 inches, 30 inches, 30 inches, 30 inches. But yeah, so I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope it was very detailed, and it was detailed enough for y'all. I'm in love. Like, I cannot stop looking at this hair. Yes, ma'am. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share, and turn on the notification bell. That way you get a notification every time I post a video. So without further ado, I love you. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. Vixen and Blitzen and all his reindeers pulling on the rein.